So we want to give you an update on the test bed installs that we're doing. We have an interesting predicament that's come up that we weren't quite expecting with the Southwire SimPull rope. So we have the heads made up. As you can tell, see the deflection in the box here up against the cover. What you're going to notice is the Southwire rope hasn't even taken the tension completely out of all the cables but one. We haven't even taken up the slack in the head yet. We've only put in tension on one cable, this conductor right here. We have someone at the feed end feeding in. But what you're going to notice is at the moment that we put tension on the Southwire SimPull rope, one second, notice the straps. It's completely sucked. You can tell the straps and the supports are being pulled to the left. Look right here at the angle. So it appears, if you look right here, it appears that the moment we put tension on the rope, and you can see it, I think you'll be able to see the needle bounce. Let's hold that there for 1 second. So we are pulling. We're trying not to damage the raceway, but we are actually pulling somewhere around, when we had the needle, around 5,000 pounds of pull force using the Southwire SimPull rope. The calculator for this install says that we should actually only be around 4,200 to 4,400 pounds of total pull force. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to take this rope out. We have a cable Glydz pull rope, and what we believe is happening is, and we understand this is a complex pull, but what we believe is happening is that the Southwire pull rope is being sucked up against the inside of each of the 90s at each one of the pull points. Shouldn't say pull points, but the radius of each of the 90s. So we realize we're trying to pull straight through around 890s, but at the same time we're trying to prove what the product line can do, the cable Glydz product line can do versus the slick jacket technology. So what we're going to do is we're going to stop this video here in just a second. You can see the tugger off the ground. We actually had to use the forklift as a counterbalance. What we might do is we may, on this next install, we may actually take the Ultra Tugger, use the floor base, and move it back and anchor it to the floor as opposed to using the boom, because we can't jeopardize ripping our anchors out of the floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to regroup. We'll be back to you shortly. And we may actually show what the difference is in trying to get the rope out versus what our product line will do and keeping the rope off of the sidewall. Okay, so we'll be back shortly. Once again, just want to thank our sponsors, Echo Electrical and Distribution and Midwest Prefab. We'll be back with the next video shortly.